Donald Trump launches a meme coin on the Solana blockchain. This is crazy. Is this good or bad? And should you invest in it? I'll give you the details, and we'll share some thoughts on people who are addressing some FUD around XRP. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, let's start off with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is still chopping around $105,000. We're waiting for further confirmation for it to move to higher highs. That could happen this week with Donald Trump's inauguration and the whole narrative around him being crypto friendly. We're entering into a very pro-crypto era and so on and so forth. We're waiting for Bitcoin to break out to the next level, so let's be patient and watch it closely. And the altcoins will follow, of course. Now, there will be volatility, so just expect that, guys. If we see some swings lower, don't panic. You guys know, when in doubt, zoom out. We're headed to new all-time highs this year. And some of the things I want to share with you is incredibly bullish. We're seeing a lot of stablecoin liquidity and minting happening with USDC. Just an hour ago, 250 million. I think it was 9 hours ago, another 250 million. I'm seeing a ton of stablecoin liquidity. Now, that doesn't mean all of this USDC is going to go straight into the crypto market. Some are for other reasons, but a good amount will go into the crypto market, guys. We've often followed the minting of USDT and USDC. This is a positive sign that all of this liquidity is being pooled here. And like I said, a lot of it's going to go into crypto. Now, something that's very bullish. This is the macro. I've been sharing this type of news with you guys for a long time. I've often told you about global liquidity. That is what moves asset prices, crypto stocks, real estate, and precious metals. So here we got news from Janet Yellen that she's ready to take extraordinary measures on January 21st. You don't say, Janet. I think we're going to see a big liquidity injection. And we've been talking about the Fed's path moving from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing, right? We've been talking about that over the past year. They're going to start cutting rates. Eventually, they're going to pause quantitative tightening and start going back to QE, buying assets again and securities. Because if they don't, the whole economy is going to collapse. This is the fiat money system. Not a lot of people understand it, and they don't understand the more money and currency that they print, guys, the more global liquidity rises. And that's why you see they raise the debt ceiling and so forth. But how do you pay? How do you service that debt? They have to keep printing. So this is the rock and the hard place they find themselves in. And the option they have to go back to is printing. And not just the US, but globally. Look at the news that's coming out here from the Bank of Canada. They said, we found QE, quantitative easing, kept longer term rates lower than they otherwise would have been, thereby boosting the economy. If QE is needed again, the bank could link size and pace of purchases, as well as the end of QE, more clearly to the inflation outlook. And then here, Reuters published an article just a couple days ago, saying the Bank of Canada expects to announce the end of quantitative tightening in the next few months. See what's happening? Now, the markets don't even need them to start it today or next week. The markets just need to know, oh, you're going back to money printing? You guys know what's going to happen, right? And I'm talking globally here, but they all have to go back to it. This is the fiat money system. I know some of you, this may be a new concept because they don't tell you about this on TV, right? And sometimes they use coded words. But the point is, they have to go back to the money printer. This is the fiat money system. When they took the dollar and currencies off the gold standard, they have to print and they'll raise their debt ceiling. They'll go through the boom and bust cycles. So we went into a bust cycle in 2022. They started raising rate. They sucked that liquidity from the markets. That's why you see the economy is where it's at right now. It doesn't necessarily have to do with Democrat or Republican. This is the Fed, the central banks. And once you understand the boom and bust cycle, it doesn't matter who's president because the Fed has to do what it has to do anyway. These presidents are at the mercy of the Fed. And that's why I've been saying we're going to head into the next boom cycle. Why? We're coming out of quantitative tightening. They're going to start printing money and they're cutting rates. Capital will become cheaper, a lot more money in the markets to buy homes, to invest, much more. Now, this doesn't happen overnight or even in 1 year. Sometimes it's over a few years, right? So remember, the markets are forward looking. When the markets see news like this, they're going to jump on it. So bullish times are ahead. And remember what Paul Tudor Jones, billionaire investor, said in Q4 of last year. He said, the only way out of this, all roads point to inflation. He said the playbook to get out of this is that you inflate your way out of it, meaning you have to print your way out of it. And he cited Japan as an example of a country that's already pursuing this strategy. So you can see these institutional investors, they recognize it. They know the only way out of this is to print, and that means your asset prices will rise. Will inflation also rise? Yes. But I think they have more tools now to be more surgical in how they do some of the quantitative easing. So they may even name it something else, not quantitative easing. But at the end of the day, they're pushing liquidity into the markets. So I hope you guys understand. I hope this is helpful. It was eye-opening for me, and it really helped me to understand the business cycle, the economic cycles, the boom and bust, and how asset prices move with that. So I'm trying to pass that knowledge on to you guys. All right, let's talk about Donald Trump. Guys, yesterday, Donald Trump announced a meme coin, and it is Trump. That's the ticker symbol, TRUMP, right? It is built on the Solana blockchain. So this is wild. I did not expect this. The man is going to be inaugurated just next week, right? This is crazy. And guys, all know how I feel about meme coins. I'm not a big fan of it, and we've seen a lot of rug pulls. Just look at what happened with the Hawk Tour girl and the community there, right? I'm not saying Donald Trump is going to rug pull people. So meme coins have that risk because there's no foundation, there's no developer community, there's nothing established like the projects that are in the top 10, for example, like Ethereum and Ripple and XRP, Cardano, Solana, and so forth, right? They have been proven. You know who's working on it, you know who's behind it, all that stuff. So on the token website, as you can buy the coin with a debit card or buy with crypto. And as mentioned, it's on the Solana network. Now, they said here there are 200 million Trump tokens available on day one, and it will grow to 1 billion over 3 years. Here's the problem. The allocation to the public, guys, it is only 10%. I don't like that. So I am not a fan of this. And I'm not being a hater. I'm not saying Donald Trump is doing something shady here, whatever. But I don't think that setup is right. Obviously, Donald Trump himself is not the one building this and behind it. It's probably his kids or somebody who's working with them. But I'm not a fan of this. But guys, this token has gone crazy. It is currently sitting at the number 29th position on the market cap. It just launched yesterday. That is nuts. It is currently at $29.76. Incredible. It is approaching a $6 billion market cap. This is wild. I don't know what to make of this. It's so crazy. Now, have I invested in this? I have not. Guys, this thing is up near 360% over the past 24 hours. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. It is, once again, number 29th on the market cap list, right below Aptos, above ICP, the internet computer, above VeChain. This is crazy. I don't know what to make with this. I don't know where this is going to go. I think this is very risky to jump in now. Could it do well? Because Trump, we know, is going to be in office and this thing is going to run through his presidency. Sure. It could certainly do well. I don't know if there's going to be any backlash. I don't know what the implications are of a sitting president doing something like this. So there's a lot of unknowns here, a lot of uncertainty. And I would say if you are going to invest in this, because I can't tell you not to, just know the risk. My goal here is to bring you the facts and to educate you about what's happening here as best as possible. And you make your own decisions, right? But always do your own research, guys. Could this thing run up even more? Yeah, it's possible, man, because the circulating supply is only 200 million right now. And that's, from a supply and economics standpoint, that's pretty good. But it's going to inflate to 1 billion eventually, right? But guys, be careful because you jump into something that's pumping like this, it's going to be due for a correction eventually. So just be careful and realize the risk that comes with meme coins. And if you made money, then God bless. I'm happy for you, right? Because I've often talked to you guys about I'm here to make money, but meme coins are too risky for me. I've mentioned like I would possibly, do Doge if I were to invest into a meme coin. But man, this thing is wild. Once again, now look, as we're recording this, it's over $30. This is crazy. So just be careful, guys. Know what you're doing. And in fact, there's a lot of people that the community is divided. There's people who are saying, this is great, this is awesome. And there's people who are saying, be careful. This is very risky. And what I'm concerned more about is the people who don't know about crypto and they like Donald Trump and they support Donald Trump and they just jump in without knowing tokenomics, without knowing release schedules, or whatever the crypto jargon or data and stats and all these things mean, right? So I hope people don't get wrecked. I hope everything works out. But this will be crazy if this token continues to grow and it enters the top 10. I don't know what I would do. That'll be so nuts. So just be careful out there, guys. You all know the deal with meme coins. This is wild. All right, guys. I want to tell you about some XRP FUD. There's so much FUD. Bitcoin maxis are losing their minds. They're pulling their hair out. They're spreading a whole bunch of lies. And I want to share with Dom of Easy A. He's the co-founder of Easy A app, and he was previously at Blackstone and Goldman Sachs. And him and his brother co-founded this company. I will actually be interviewing them because they recently integrated the XRP ledger. So one Bitcoin maxi tweeted out, XRP is a scam and much more, right? And Dom replied saying, I went to Wharton. I worked at Goldman Sachs and Blackstone. I know a scam company when I see one. XRP is not a scam. But when you are doing well and XRP has been pumping like crazy, a lot of people are going to come take shots and spread FUD and lies and so forth, right? Because they're desperate, especially Bitcoin maxis. They treat the coin like a religion. That is the dumbest thing you can do. And you could be a maxi for any coin, XRP, Ethereum, and so forth. But I've told you guys, I'm a maxi for making money, man. I'm here to make money. I'm not married to any coin. I'm not, following like a religion, like, I'm worshiping this stuff like these Bitcoin maxis. They're crazy, man. So just watch out. Tons of FUD out there. Now, one thing that's interesting, I'll finish it off with this. Mance Harmon, co-founder of Hedera Hashgraph, and I've interviewed him in the past. Well, he was at the crypto ball last night, which was hosted by David Sachs, and so was Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. He tweeted a photo of him and Brad Garlinghouse saying, it's time for the US-based platforms to lead the industry, and he tagged Brad Garlinghouse. Two powerhouse companies here, guys, building incredible stuff. And man, I hold XRP and I hold HBAR. If you look at what the hell Hedera is doing, it's mind-blowing. You look at who's part of their governing council, IBM, Google, you name it. The list is crazy. So I'm bullish on both projects, and I'm hoping to make some good money off of both this cycle. So obviously we're entering into a much favorable environment, and I think industry leaders and innovators like Brad and Mance recognize that. So it's going to be an exciting year. But remember, have a cash out plan, guys. Know where you're taking profits. Now, guys, quick word from our sponsor here as we wrap it up. Check out VeChain, which is one of the top layer one enterprise blockchains. They're helping different companies around the world to build Web3 applications. Some of the great features of this blockchain includes it's secure, affordable, scalable, fast, and sustainable. They're working with Givenchy, Walmart China, PwC, BMW, Boston Consulting Group, and many others building incredible technology. So if you'd like to learn more, visit vchain.org. And folks, a great way you can support me is by subscribing to my free email newsletter. It's 100% free. It's on Substack. And also grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon and paperback and digital. Buy a copy for yourself, buy a few copies for your friends and family, help them to learn about crypto. Knowledge is power. And if you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review. Folks, thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.